They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Falcons will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cardinals offense will get the first swing of the game. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lacey. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality, and when it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Cardinals line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Pine. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the Falcons need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll feel the button, try to get some yardage. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Turning on the Jets. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to Brown. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Moss. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stewart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. With the catch, it's Lacey. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. With the catch, it's Middleton. It's a seam wide open. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
He's in open space downfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Pine. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Pine. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Middleton. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
It'll be third and long. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive, downhill, went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. He's got it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the 22 on 1st and 10, they'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's the handoff. Oh, a lot of space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Quickly to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And the Falcons are flying down the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Falcons are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Brown has it. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask going on. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Pine. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. Wide open spaces. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, H. Garcia.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here comes the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Pine. It's complete! And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way game.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got a first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Dropping back, it's Moss. And the quick shuffle pass. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Middleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Pine. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Middleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Falcons are marching down the field. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, better look out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hogan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the right hash, this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll try the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Moss. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Across the 45. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Moss. Got a man, it's Lacey. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. That's caught. It's Garcia. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Pine. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on third down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Hogan. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This time they'll go to the running game. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Pine. Caught, close to the marker, it's Middleton. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's McMillan. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man, it's Hogan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Pine. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Falcons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the move, it's McMillan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Looking to get it in. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Falcons line it up with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BG. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick completion to the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Moss. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
there to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Pine. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on 1st down from the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Middleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Garcia. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hogan. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Middleton. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Falcons have pushed it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Back to throw, it's Pine. Snagged in the middle, it's Middleton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.